All right, welcome. So, Grassland Care. So, we have small roller right here. We have this, it calls itself a weeder, which you can actually fill it with seed. And I'll demonstrate down there on the other end. If you have a cultivated field, you can actually plant it with grass. Then you have the larger roller right here. And basically, right after you cut, I've already cut this. So, I mean, I've kind of made a mess of it. So, apologize for that. But after you cut, as you can see, I'm a 50% harvest, right? Or 50% fertilized. We go right here. We'll go ahead and roll this, set this down. And you go ahead and you start rolling, and you can see it. It's fertilized it. So anytime after you cut the grass, basically as soon as you cut the grass, you can do this, get it rolled, and it should put you back to your 100% fertilized state. This roller here and the smaller roller, they do exactly the same. I'll go ahead and demonstrate it for you. But the other one, which is called a weeder, it does exactly the same thing, only it can plant. It can actually plant grass, as you can see right here on this little strip that I did. But we'll go ahead and demonstrate that, and you can see. So it can be useful as well. I guess if you've got a little spot that you missed or whatever when you planted, if you just want to fill it in, it can be useful for that. Uh, Otherwise, probably preferably, I'd rather have this one because it's bigger, get done a little bit quicker. But it does seem to make a difference. I don't know I haven't tested it, but it does seem like you get more bells after doing this than you did before not doing it at all. So I think it is beneficial. It's a little bit slow, but that's okay. So we'll go ahead and hook that one. We'll go ahead and show you this one. It does the same thing as the bigger one, but let's go ahead and demonstrate it anyway. And the smallest one will, like I said, it does the same thing. Well, it's being a little ornery here. I can't get it hooked up. And it's just smaller, but does the same thing. We'll just get in here and take off where we left off. But as you can see, gives you a harvest. It just go ahead and it fertilizes as it rolls. We'll go ahead and we'll get out and check. See, it should give us 100%. So there we're at 100% fertilized and 95% on the yield bonus. We'll go ahead and we'll roll this down and back, and then we'll demonstrate the littler one. And where it can be beneficial, if you're going to do primarily hay and grassland, I can see where it would be beneficial. As you can see up here at the top of the field, it's been cultivated, but not planted with anything. So I guess it's good for that if you wanted to add it, or you didn't feel like planting, or you missed some spots. I guess it'd be good for that. And then you can roll anytime. It doesn't have to be cut. I mean, I don't know why you would want to roll your field before you cut it, but you can. So anytime it's you roll it, it puts it to this state right here. It doesn't matter if it's fully grown or not. Of course, like in the past, if any of your grass is left cut like that, it doesn't erase it. It'll still be there for you so next time. So it'll windrow up for you and be good to use. And we'll go ahead and we'll demonstrate this littler here. It calls itself a weeder. I don't know why, because it does the same thing as this does, but we'll go ahead and drop this off. So I guess I better move it because we won't be able to hook up to it right there. I myself would always use the bigger one, but I'm just doing this so everybody can see how they all work. I know this is it was a little confusing to me. I mean, I get it now. The grassland care, because we've never had grassland care. You just pretty much mowed it and mowed it and mowed it and mowed it. Didn't fertilize it, didn't touch it. So, but you don't need to turn it on unless you're going to plant. Like what we're doing right now, you're just rolling right now. You get down here to the end, and I'll show you where you can actually plant with it. Like I said, other than that, I don't know why you'd want this one because it's so little, but it is good because I did use it on the ends where when I planted this field, missed some spots. It was kind of nice for that. So I guess it has a use, I guess, especially if you're only going to do grass. I guess it's useful rather than having a planter or drill or whatever. But so we'll go ahead and roll this. It just shows you there. That's full grown grass ready to go. And then we'll show you this part right here. So you can load this with seed. And once it's loaded with seed, you just turn it on. And this is already cultivated ground. And you can see right there it's planting. You can see the difference. So once you get out of that cultivated ground, it'll quit. It won't count down anymore because this is already planted, so it's not doing anything. It'll just go back into a roll state where it's going to roll it like this right here. It'll just go back to rolling. But then you can, like I said, so you can seed with it as well. So I guess that's what it's for. I don't know. But that's a function that it does. So it is a roller with a seeder function to it. And that increases your effectively rolling every one of your grass fields every time after you've cut it. Increases your harvest. It gives you your yield bonus every time. And that's your grassland care basics. These are the 3 tools that you have. And it seems to work. It seems to make a difference. So if you weren't sure what was what or what it did, I hope now it's a little bit more clear to you. And it is definitely worth doing. So thank you.